October 23, 1958, Springhill, Nova Scotia. In the number 2 coal mine, 174 men were wrapping up their shifts deep underground. But on this particular evening, something was different. Something was deeply wrong. Without any warning, the earth itself moved. At 8:06 p.m., a huge seismic jolt shook the tunnels, startling everyone inside. It wasn't just a tremor. It was an explosion of geological force. Thick support timbers snapped like toothpicks. Tunnels that had stood for years collapsed in an instant, burying everything under tons of rock and coal. Heavy machinery, built of solid steel, was twisted into unrecognizable shapes. And then, the lights went out, plunging the entire mine into absolute, terrifying darkness. Above ground, families in their homes felt the powerful shudder. The ground shook, windows rattled. They had no clue about the disaster happening below, or what happened to their loved ones. The moment the alarm was raised, a desperate rescue operation began. Brave rescuers, many of them fellow miners, raced into the unstable darkness, knowing the risks. For days on end, they clawed through solid rock and debris, their hands raw and bleeding. The air was thick with choking dust that made every breath a struggle. The constant threat of more cave-ins, more deadly gas pockets, hung over their every move. The entire town, and soon the world, held its breath, praying for a miracle. 75 miners, tragically, never made it out. Their lives were lost in that initial, violent collapse. But deep underground, in isolated, crushed pockets of the mine, small groups of survivors clung to life. They were trapped in total blackness, with no food, little water, and dwindling air. They sang hymns, prayed together, and rationed every breath, holding on to hope that someone would come to find them. Then, on the 6th day of the agonizing rescue effort, a breakthrough. Rescuers, digging by hand, finally broke through to a trapped pocket and found a group of 12 men alive. It was a moment of sheer disbelief and overwhelming joy. They survived a week in darkness underground, and the news shocked the world. But the miracle wasn't over. Just 2 days later, another rescue team located a second group of 7 survivors. After a full week trapped underground, these men emerged from the depths exhausted, gaunt, but breathing the fresh air of freedom. The miracle of Springhill showed incredible survival and resilience that touched everyone's hearts. This disaster tragically marked the end of large-scale coal mining in the town, a way of life that had defined it for generations. But the legacy of that fateful October night lives on. It lives on in the folk songs written about the miners' courage, in the memorials that honor the lost, and most powerfully in the incredible, unyielding resilience of the men who refused to give up hope in the darkest of places. Their story is a timeless reminder of the strength of the human spirit. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing for more stories like this.